Okay, I'm back. So let me just start with, it's easiest to go into the strategy builder. And as you can see, okay, the person who asked the question saw nothing but just the custom actually previously loaded something. So let me show you how to do it. If you're using the free resource that is in, I'm making EURUSD and it'll all go in there, but I'm going to clear that away. I want to show you how to do it. You just go to the data form, and in the data form, you go to watch lists. And over here, you can create your own watch list. So what I did yesterday was, I created a new one and I imported a file. I'll show you the imported file that I did. If I can find it quickly. Yep, it's in here. It's in here. And the data. You could bring it from wherever. That just happens to be where mine are stored. And it was over here. So I'm going to do a back test now with this particular one. So just so you know, it's my preferred data source, and it has inbuilt all these different databases, and you can see that what I'm going to backtest are indices, global stock indices. Did I open this? I did. Just give it a second. There we go. So what I did is, this is a list of all the indices, but I wanted a long list. It turns out that Australia, this is the one that I've used as the base, not a one, two. Okay, so it's equal weighted. There are a couple of choices here. I guess more will come along the way, but this is a good way to get started. Equal weight means if there's $1 million and there's 10 symbols, each one will get $100,000. If you take that, what I just described to you, and you said, you don't want to put the full $100,000 in. You want to, let's say, go 95%. So what would happen here is it would invest $95,000. It wouldn't do the whole lot, but they're redundant. They both do the same thing. So I've already got my Claude API code in there, but let's just go here. If you wanted to know what a safety cap ratio is, just out of interest, I've actually never tested this particular one. Let me ask it. What is a safety cap ratio? And I've described it as an oracle. The the AI has bees. Not sure why it didn't pick it up. We have position size multiplier, which acts as a safety. It's not this. Okay. Embarrassing, but hey, I'm just doing this on the fly. So let's just go back to strategy builder. Yeah. I wanted a yearly rebalance. I actually want to make this, let's just make this 35, 40%. It's an emergency stop loss. And let me just explain this here. So between signals, every time there's a change of signal, so that's if the 40% is hit, how long do you want before you get back in? So normally if that happens, it's, you want to set some time before you jump back in. I just realized I haven't given this a name. So Mike Demo World Indices. I guess I could put a description here. I'm not going to, due to my time constraints. So what's going on here? If the signal is above, no, if the price is above the 200-day moving average, you'll go long. If it's below, you'll go short. Now you've got a choice. You can go long only, cash, and there's commission in there. We're not going to use CFDs and all that because what we're doing here is, as these are classic indices, so they weren't investable. You couldn't invest in them in 1992 like this. Yes, some of them had futures, but that brings a whole bunch of complications. I just wanted to do a back test here where we keep it simple. And we assume that they are stocks because you can trade ETFs now. So there is a way to continue. The ETFs don't go back as far as this, and that's what is really. There we go. I want to use the global index. I just want to remember what the code is. Here we go. There it is. W1 Dow. Okay, let's use that. Opened it twice. Okay, and Dow. We're not trading that benchmark, so I'm not. That I'll explain another time. So we've got the symbols. We are ready to go. Test will take time because it has to build a portfolio that rebalances every year. What rebalancing, I'll just talk you through what rebalancing is so if you've set that you want 10% of your portfolio invested, because equal weighted, let's say there were 10 stocks, there was $1 million, so you want 10% allocated. During the year, the weighting, it will either make money, lose money. That percentage will get out of whack, and in order to bring it back to 10%, you will either have to buy or sell. Trim. I turned off my computer, couldn't find it. Anyway, I have worked the entire day. Literally, I promised. I think it's either a watch list video early this morning, and I at 5:02 I solved the bug. I found the bug and all that. In, I don't know, tens of thousands of lines of code, there was one little pesky little thing that was causing all the drama, and it is. I ran this. It's found and fixed. I ran this yesterday, and I think it took 165 seconds. And this is a full Python engine. I definitely need a new computer though, laptop. Mine's pretty. There was one extra symbol I added since the one I did yesterday, so maybe that's an extra few seconds. I try cut out some of this. Um, I was wondering when I said Mike Demo World Indices, I actually made that name while I was busy with you guys. So let's look here. Just want to see while it's building. I just want to see how big the file is. Okay, I'll look. I'll look shortly. Okay, it's very interesting. So, okay, so we went long only on those 18 stocks. What I want to highlight, I can see it's still building out here. Something that's interesting. So, sharp ratio. Wow, it's impressive, and you can see the score. But what I want to look at here is to see it versus its benchmark. So hopefully it's not going to take long. The current sharp is incredible 2.5, but we know the sharp is over this period. Um, the fix that I had put in yesterday is not there. I'm really pissed off. It's not 47 years. I know what's happening. It's going from this period. It's dividing it by 252 days, which is giving us 47 years instead of dividing by 365. That's annoying because I did somehow that fix did not stick. Okay. Um, just some other interesting. That's questionable. One has to wonder what is going on. Then you've got individual symbols. This is if what this does. Let's look at it in the table. It's much easier to look at. This is what kept me going for so long test. And from the beginning, so from 1993, it made 409%, but that's over it's 36 years, not 47. And there's a whole bunch of sorry, so I got distracted there. So what you've got here is each individual on its own. This is the one thing I wanted to show you before. I have to sign off. You'll see that there's only green buy entries because we went long only. And if the price was below the 200-day moving average, then it's sat in cash. You'd have these periods here where it's flat. That means we're sitting in cash. Obviously, it's got a long bias, and you caught the trend here, but it's nice to be able to have a look at it like that. Is there anything else I wanted to quickly show you? I think I'm going to call it a day for now. That's good enough.